Well, Juan and Crystal neighbors tell us that they were shocked to hear about their neighbor Robert Chain being arrested this morning in this house here behind me. Many of them say he was very nice, although some say he had a temper and could be heard yelling quite often.
One big explosion.
Neighbors on this quiet Encino street woke to loud booms this morning.
About 6 o'clock this morning, we heard 3 explosions.
What they were hearing was law enforcement arriving at the home of 68-year-old Robert Chain.
So we looked out the window and we could see what would look like an Army-style truck or some kind, and all sorts of guys dressed up in fatigues with submachine guns and all that. There was probably at least 30 or 40 people here.
Chain is accused of making 14 threatening phone calls to the Boston Globe newspaper. He said he would shoot and kill people at 4 o'clock on August 16th. The criminal complaint has a transcription of the call from Chain, and one he said, "As long as you keep attacking the president, the duly elected president of the United States, and the continuation of your treasonous and seditious acts, I will continue to threat, harass, and annoy the Boston Globe, owned by the New York Times, the other fake news." Records show Chain owned several guns and bought a 9mm rifle in May. Investigators could be seen removing multiple cases and boxes from the home he shares with his wife, Betty.
Get out of my yard! Get out of here!
She wouldn't talk about her husband or his arrest, but neighbors did.
He's such a nice guy. He always help me with my husband. He's coming to my house, everything.
Many say they are shocked about the allegations. Neighbors tell us Chain could often be heard singing in his backyard.
Seems like a really nice guy. Was always very nice to us, and he'd hang out in his backyard and listen to classic rock and smoke pot.
He could be very nice, and he has a short temper.
One neighbor says he changed after the death of his adult son a few years ago.
He was mad and angry and yelling.
But she says she doesn't think he would have hurt anyone. Now, extra security was brought in at the Globe, but the reporters there say that they never let the threats interfere with their important work. Again, Robert Chain is expected in federal court at any time. Reporting live in Encino, Amy Johnson, KCAL 9 News.